Salakia, back to another interruption. You know, so it's gonna be titled a part 2 to this. Like I said, I don't have the apps to merge the videos, so when you get a phone call, it automatically stops recording. You know, maybe I can fix that by putting it on do not disturb mode or something. But anyways, it says Wisdom of Solomon 15 verse 16. And I'm going back to the point. It says, for man made them, and he that borrowed his own spirit fashioned them. So you borrowed your own spirit. Going back to the title of this video, ye are not your own. You borrowed this. Alright? It says, but no man can make a God like unto himself. Alright? So, you making, you know, idols that you have more power. You have more power than those idols that you're making. Okay? It said no man maketh a God like unto himself. So you're more of a God than those idols that they create. Because those statues, they can't move, they can't hear, they can't see, they can't smell, they can't taste. But you can do all those things. But yet our people are so simple and sottish that they worship something that they're greater than. Alright? A statue, they worship something that they're greater than. You're greater than a statue because what you actually have a spirit inside of you and you can actually move. But our people worship, you know, those things. All right. Next scripture I'm gonna go to is Satan again. It's lucky. I'm gonna try to speak over this guy. He already went past here once. But he feels as if he has to go past again, you know. But they ain't gonna let that hinder the spirit. Just bear with me for a sec. This is you know, and that got a lot to do with enduring as well. You know, because you're gonna go through a lot of things, but you got to keep pushing. And I learned something out recently that when your afflictions are ended very swiftly, I mean, it's a good thing, it's a bad thing. Because I figured out that when I got helped out with my affliction, it actually made me weaker. You know, but it was good to have a little bit of that burden taken off me. But it actually made me weaker. You know, I started thinking more differently. Because why? I had a help, you know. So just, you know, I know it's hard, man, but just endure and just take it. And you'll come out more stronger mentally, more spiritually. And if you actually look up the definition of mind, like the Standard Dictionary, the antonyms for mind, the last one I saw is soul. Okay? So it goes to show you they know the mind the soul dwells in the mind. Alright? Pineal gland. Alright? But it's Ecclesiastes 1:14. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of the spirit. So, going back into the topic, ye are not your own. So all you want to do is really serve the Most High. You want to be indulged in the scriptures. That's the spirit that you should feel. Because when you look around, you say, all this is vanity, man. It's vexation of the spirit. You can't go out here, can't go out there without seeing a homosexual or lesbian. You know, recently, the Akim, we went out and we saw a lady pregnant but smoking a cigarette. So all this around us is vanity. Alright? Why? Because it's not under our rulership. The earth is actually very beautiful. You know, but it's in the hands of the wrong people. So all this around us is vexation of the spirit. And that's what make you want to cleave to the scriptures more and to this knowledge and wisdom. Because this wisdom and knowledge is the best thing that we have, man. It gives us a sound mind. Because being in this world, it drive you nuts, it drive you crazy. So you should, you know, want to be indulged in the scriptures. Have a peace of mind, man. Have a knowledge and wisdom understanding. Because the moment you wake up and get ready to step out your door, you already vexed. You got to go to work. You limit it to what you can eat. Because further in this chapter, Ecclesiastes 1:18 said, for which, I'm just reading, for much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. Then you limit it to what you can eat. Because now, you know that all the food has chemicals in it. Alright, so you're like, damn, I don't want to put that inside of my body, because you have a conscience that this is poison that I'm eating. You know? So all this is vanity. All this. Only thing that we have that we can hold on to is the scriptures. I want to show you, brothers, a few things. You know, I'm just out of the park real quick, but to show you that only people that are out of order is humans. Like right now, we got a new world order. Now behind me is a lake, and you have the seagulls together, I believe. And you have the ducks together. You don't see ducks with seagulls. The animals are in order. We're the only people out of order. All right, so this thing is out of balance. So that's why the Most High got to come back. It's vexation. It's vexing. You know. Let me show you this real quick. Hopefully you can see it. Here you have the seagulls over here. I believe those seagulls. It's a luck if I pronounce the wrong word. Then you have ducks over here by themselves. All right. So there's order amongst the animals, but with Esau, he wants all nations to come together as one and speak one language. The Tower of Babel. Alright? But with that being said, even amongst Israel, we have ordered tribes. You know, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Gad, Reuben, Manasseh, Issachar, you know, and all the other tribes. You have order. Alright? Even though we're all Israel, it's still an order of tribes. You know, because the Most High likes order. Without order, there's chaos. But back to the topic at hand. I don't want to make this video too long, but this is Sirach. Ecclesiasticus, you know, to be in particular. 23, and it's one of my favorite scriptures. 23, verses 5 and 6, it says, turn away from me vain hopes and concupiscence, and thou shalt hold him up that is desirous always to serve thee. Okay, the Most High gonna hold you up because he know in your heart you always desires to serve him. You don't want to do nothing else but serve him. You don't want to go out. You don't want to party. You know, you feel like you going off. You feel like you going off. You know, if you really in a spirit, you feel like you going off when you having fun, man. You know, that's what it really feels like. You feel like you going to hell off, man. You know, like you sinning just by having a little fun. That's why the scriptures say, rejoice. When you rejoice, it said rejoice with trembling. So rejoice, you know, when you rejoice with trembling, meaning you're rejoicing, but all in all, you're scared. You're afraid. All right. Verse 6. Let not the greediness of the belly nor the lust of the flesh take hold of me, and give not over thy servant unto imputed mind. Imputed means void of judgment. So it said, take away from me the lust of this flesh, because when you're in the spirit, you hate when you go off. You should be vexed that you go off, man. All right, you should feel some kind of grief that you went off, man. All right, you should feel some type of way. It should really mess with your mind that you went off. You should sit there and you should think about it all the time. It should pop up in your head like, damn, I went off. But Solomon, Slakia, Wisdom of Solomon, like he said, you're borrowing this. So you know that you're not your own. You can't do what you want to do. So you should always, every time you go off, it should vex you, man. All right. But they knew, the men of the scriptures knew that we're in this flesh and that we're subject to sin. All right. We want to do good, but we end up doing bad. You know, not willingly, because what? We're subject to sin. We're in these bodies. We got to be delivered out of these bodies. All right.